Hey.
What?
If our kids are ever in trouble, I got an idea for them.
What's that?
Their punishment. They can aerate the pond.
That's punishment?
I don't know if that's punishment. That's kind of fun.
I was gonna say.
Give me a lawn chair and some shade and I'll sit here all day and do that. Mother Nature is taking our pond back. So you can see here, we haven't really done anything to the pond this year outside of cut down some of those willow trees and cedars. Over there earlier this year when my mom and my aunt and my uncle were down here. So everything's grown up big time. We've mowed over here a little bit, but the banks are getting overrun. So today my project is to clear around the banks all the way over there behind those cedars to get ready for a couple upcoming projects and things we're doing to the pond, which I'm not going to give away, but you can guess in the comments down below. It's two things. One of them is big, one of them is big long term. I guess they're both big long term, but anyway, take a guess down below if you want to what we're gonna do. They should happen within the next month or two. So I'm gonna pull out the weed whacker, get started. I'll work my way around. I probably have to get the chainsaw, cut out some of those stumps. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of those willows. Once I clear them, I'll show you that they're just growing back up. So we'll get started. Well, it cleans up nicely pretty quick. I'm probably gonna have to go get my big boots to step in the water there to get some of that other willow out. But so far so good. I'm gonna try to rake all this stuff up, put it on the bank, and then I'll hit it with the mower. The stuff that falls in, I'm not too worried about it. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I think like a 1/4 inch, so hopefully that'll clean out any of this stuff. We'll just have to watch our spill pipe over there, make sure it doesn't get clogged, but most of this should end up coming to the bank. There's a little breeze today, so I can rake it out maybe this afternoon or tonight. But that's all that willow that was cut down and looked dead earlier in the year, and now it's come back. So I'm gonna try to pull that out eventually, but I don't want it to ruin the pond dam. So I guess we'll see if I can do that. Not in this video, but eventually. So we'll keep working on down. right, so that bush, which is a willow tree, if you remember back in, I think it was March, we chopped that tree down and there were some nice stumps sticking up. I'll try to put a little clip in right here of what it looked like when it was all clean, but it's already grown up that much. So once I get it cleaned, it's going to be pretty satisfying, and we can get it cleaned up and back to not being overgrown. But if anybody knows how to get rid of these willow stumps without having to rip them out, my concern is that one, because we have a little leak over there in the pond dam, and my guess is it's the roots from there going over there. So I'm hesitant about pulling that out and ruining my pond dam. So if anybody has any ideas of how the heck to get rid of that, I thought about trying to drill some holes and burning it out of there, but it's alive, so I don't know if it'll dry out enough. But I'd like to get that out of there. So if anybody has any ideas, leave them down in the comments for me. And then also too, we've had a couple questions on what looks like an oil slick in our pond. I don't have any idea what it is. We get runoff from the other property, but that property next to us it's like rounded in the middle. So everything from the road would be on the far side, and then everything from the top of the property would come into ours. So I really have no idea what it is. I might get it tested eventually to find out. But I mean, it looks like oil or gas or something would look like on water. So I don't know what it is other than that, but so far it looks so much better. Like I said, I gotta get my big boots on to get that, and that willow there is dead, but that one's not. So it'll be that one I should be able to pull out when we get an excavator out here to do the septic. But it's just this, once I clean this, you'll see how big it is, or I guess you already saw it with the clip, but that's the one I'm concerned about. All right, after a delay of what seemed like forever, we got it working again. Did the rule number 1 that you never do, and I left the gas in there all winter. So I take the filter out, clean the filter, dump the gas, put new gas in there, but she seems to be working now. So now I'm getting back to taking out what's there, that willow tree. Well, you guys missed the best part, because I didn't realize the camera battery was low and it died right as I was getting into it. But I guess use your imagination with me using the string trimmer, which has no string. So is this still called a string trimmer if it doesn't have string on it? I don't know. I usually call them a weed eater or a weed whacker. But anyway, that's mostly done. I'll have to rake it out. I'm sure there's a little bit more I can get, but I'm just gonna work my way around. There's one more willow over there, and then there's a couple over there, but when we get over there, it'll be a little bit easier, I think, because that one's on the bank, but it's not as steep. If our kids are ever in trouble, I got an idea for them.
What's that?
Their punishment. They can aerate the pond.
That's punishment?
I don't know if that's punishment. That's kind of fun.
I was gonna say.
Give me a lawn chair and some shade, and I'll sit here all day and do that.
Just get create like a little boat that can like float.
Yeah, we don't need a trolling motor. We'll just use a weed whacker. Clearing this all out makes the pond look so much bigger. I don't know how well it picks up on camera, but I should have thrown the drone up, did some before and afters, but I did take a couple pictures yesterday. I'll throw those in here so you can see what it looks like before, and I'll fly the drone once we get it done, so you can kind of see the before and after, but it's coming along. The bank's a little less steep over here, so it's a little bit easier. I'm not hunched over as far. And as you saw, Tina's working away, pulling all the weeds out that she can. I still have to do that one willow tree there. She brought my boots out to me so I can get in the water. But once everything's out, I'll hit it with the mower, mulch it, and feel like it was never even there. You dying or what? really good. It's wide open now. She's almost done getting that. I'll mulch all this with the mower, but it makes the pond look a lot bigger. So I know I said earlier, bless you, that I wasn't gonna say yet what our plan is, but I guess if you put a guess down in the description, I can tell you what it is. So let me walk up here. You can kind of see behind me how it dips down right here, then it goes up right here, and then over here where that power company did all that work, dips down again back in here. So if you haven't guessed yet, we're gonna make the pond bigger. So my plan is to dig this all out in here, in this little trench valley. We'll keep this, it'll be an island, and then we'll probably cut that bank and it'll tie in back there. That'll have to get dug out because it's a lot higher than it is over there. I'll dig that out real deep, and then it'll have real steep banks. But then back there, we might put a bridge or something to connect it, and we'll dig this all out. And then I think I'm gonna end up raising the spill pipe so we get a little bit more height out of the pond. And then it'll tie back in behind Tina and back in over there. That's where that trench and valley is. So I'll probably cut this island area a little bit. This where I'm standing will get all dug out. Like I said, it'll go back up there, just a lot higher, and then that'll be an island that we can fish on. So when we get the excavator out here to do the septic, I'm going to try to do this as well, although this is not top priority according to the boss behind the tree. She says I have to get the septic done first before I can start making the pond bigger. So there is still one more thing we're going to do to the pond, which will happen a lot sooner than the septic, actually in the next couple of weeks. So there is still that, but I'm going to get all this junk here mowed, and then I probably need to take the weed whacker with the string on it and come back through here and clean this all out. But we got to mow all that back there because that's getting long. I kind of wanted to get a little bit longer so that I can cut it down and mulch it, but we'll get on the mower and get this stuff mulched. All right, well, it's the next evening. We ended a little early yesterday, went to the neighbor's house, they invited us over. But this morning I came out here, got that all mowed over there, looks good. And you can see the dark clouds. We got some rain this evening, but it looks like it's gonna stay over that way. So gonna cast out a line and see if I can catch a bass or two. Guess I caught something the first cast. It's not what we're after. Let's try again. There's a lot of junk on the bottom on this side, which is typically why in previous videos you see me fishing over there, because there's nothing to get hung up on. So cast it out a couple times and go over to the other side if I need to. course, it's starting to sprinkle. That's not what I wanted either. Oh, I would have rather liked to get it out of the pond. Let's see if I can get it out of there. Alright, this is my usual spot. The chickens are right behind you guys and me. I don't know if you can see the net, but they're kind of encroaching on my good spot. So, see if we can't catch anything. All right, well, it's the next day and we're gonna see what we can catch in the pond, see if clearing around it did any good. Tina's got a pole, I got the baby on my back. I'll see what we can catch.
Kind of odd with this net here.
All right, well, we've been out here 45 minutes and we didn't catch anything. So I guess that's just the way it goes. 0 for 2 the last 2 days, but I'm sure they'll come back around because we continue to catch stuff. It just depends on the day. So until the next fishing video, I guess we'll have to wait and see what's in there, but that's where we'll leave this one. So thanks for watching. Too early. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Now say it. Yeah, say bye.